Mesachta Zevachim. That pay Aleph Amud Aleph. We're starting with pay Amud Beis, 2 lines from the bottom, where it says Matan Arba. I'm just going to give you a short preview from yesterday. So yesterday we learned about a case of tzluchis, where there was made potter in it, in the water, and then which needs mayim chayim, and in that water was mixed on a mayim psulim. So you had a machlokes. So Ravashi explains over there that Rabbi Elazar held that how many times do you have to spray? Twice. Why? Because ein bila. It doesn't mix. He says the waters do not mix. So to make sure that it was for sure from the meichatos, one was koldahu. The one that was possible was only koldahu. The second one, so you do it twice, for sure you're getting from the meichatos. So now the Gemara says, the Gemara had so many shilas. How could you say in bila? Because we brought down the Mishnah and Rabbi Elazar, and again to two kabbalas that got mixed up. Oil with the chatas is sprayed above the chut hasika. The oil is beneath the chut hasika. So if you say bila, so I understand it helps for the top, and it helps for the bottom because it's mixed. You have the mix of the chatas, you have the mix of the oil. One is on the top, one is on the bottom. That's not a problem. It's going to be like water. Okay. Now, but if you're going to say in bila, so the Gemara asked, how can you say in bila? In bila, so maybe the one from the chatas was put on lamata mechut hasika, the one from the oil was put above the chut hasika. It's a big problem. He says, you're right. We'll solve the problem like this, he says. In bila, but this, let's say 60%, this 50-50. You take 60%, and you go cut into the, let's say 50% is Hela, but you're doing 60% and you're throwing in the Milo, for sure you're cutting into Chatas. So for sure you're having Chatas on the top. The Rav. Now, but the problem is the bottom, what are you going to say? You said the bottom helps. So he says it doesn't help. It helps only for Shirai. Okay. Now, the Gemara is going to ask another kasha. Matan Abba b'matan achas. What about Matan Abba? According to Rashi, he says Ein Bila, right? So let's understand. A case of a oila which needs to be sprayed on 4 sides and the two opposites, Marab's Remis and the diagonal right beside it, and then you have a b'chei which is only one matana, one. So what happens there? Rabbi Elazar, you're not matan abba. All you have to do is do matan abba. So for and you see it's given for the b'chei. In fact, what are you talking about? How could you be yaitz for the b'chei? He says, let's worry. So we have a problem. Abba, the 4 could be b'chlal not from the b'cheir. All 4 belong to the oila. How do you know that the one matan was that from the 4 matanis, one of them went for b'cheir? You're saying ein bila. If you're saying ein bila, and it's a mitzvah to be magdim first the 4 sprays. That's what we say. That's a mishnah. On Peites it says matnaba koidmin before those kabbanas that are nitin only matana achas. So he says do 4, and that's it. So if you're doing 4, so and you'll look, you're going to be over b'balteis, and you won't. It's kilo mayim. For the b'chayr, it's like water.
The prayer is only one, right?
Huh? Only one. So you're being over b'balteis. And if you can hold like Rabbi Elazar ain't bila. Now, if you're going to hold like Avashi, that Rabbi Elazar holds Ein Bila, so we got a problem. So, who said? Maybe all of them is coming from one carbon. Maybe when you gave the 4 matanis, all belong to the Eilah. You weren't Yetzer B'chei. Says, if you're going to say it was precise, it was 4 and 1, right? So you're going to do exactly. He says that it was a precise number, and when you give 5 or you give 3, because really you're doing 2 sprays that cover. You do 1 spray that covers these 2 walls, another spray here, so it's 2, and a third one for the b'chayr, right? So even if you do 5, then for sure you're covering, because it was precise enough for 5 zikas or for 3 zikas to be yetzer b'chayr. So if you're going to say it's side the oila for the 4 walls, and then you're going to do another one for the b'chei, and then you for sure were yotze both because there was an exact amount. There was 4 and 1. And you were saying over here,
And then you do
the pshat,
different corner, right?
he does wherever. He does one
No, two here
matana.
and two here. And
Yeah,
then one
that's-
here.
And one, or you can do it on the same corner. It doesn't
Same
matter.
corner.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But one is going for b'chayr. You have a mind for b'chayr.
Which you give afterwards. In other words, you finish with the
But Oila, with the Oila, and now you're done, and then you do one more for the b'chayr. And you can't say there's a mixture because you had precisely enough for 4 and 1. So it's taken care of. Says Yimara, that's how you can learn pshat. In fact, Yimara Akasha, look in the Hemshech of the Mishnah. Amalei Rabbi Yeshua said that you over Bal Teisiv. He's over in Bal Teisiv for the Dam Abchayr. Why? If it's talking about that the share of the Ab Matanis was precise with the share of Matana Achas, Bal Teisiv Mehicha, where's the Bal Teisiv? He did 4 for the.
Yeshua says he's over about Taisa, right?
This is yours.
It's yours.
It's mine. What do you say?
Yeshua is saying that he's over about Taisa because he puts 2 here, and another
And one. So for the Bechayr was a Baltesa. What kind of Baltesa is there?
The other 2 are.
They were
Taisa,
precise.
But one
There
is,
was
what is in this corner?
nothing is extra. He did 4
One.
and 1. It's done.
Oh, if he did 4 and 1.
Yeah, that's the case. That's what we're saying. So that's why it's good for both kabbanis. That's how we want to learn pshat. Says you want in the Hemshech Mishnah, but he's asking, Rabbi Shua is, but he's able Baltesa by Bechayr. So how? So you want to say how? What are you talking about?
So what was it? So what was it?
So he says, how could you say the pshat of Ein Bila doesn't make sense? How could you say that it was, if you would say Bila, that it's mixed, then hey, you did 5, and each one has a mixture of Bechayr, so you did so many. So you have Baltesa. But if you say, no, it's not mixed, 4 is
It's in one place.
It's in one place. So what's your problem? Where's the Baltesa?
So then you have a Shiloh on the 4, right?
No, the 4 is perfect, and the 1 is perfect. Because they were all precise. He did the Oila, the 4 walls. He did Marav's Dreimis, and he did Mizrachis Tzveinis. Perfect. Here, here Marav's Dreimis, Mizrachis Tzveinis, 4. What?
Maybe the par is mixed up in the 4.
We said not Ein Bila. If we're going to say
So where
Ein
is-
Bila like
So where
Rabashi,
is it? So where is it? Where's the par?
it's separated. The Dam of the Bechayr is separated.
We
and
don't
the-
know where it is, right?
We don't know where it is. Doesn't matter. We don't have to.
Right?
Yeah, so what? But we do 4, 1. It's all taken care of.
So no, it's not mixed.
It's not
Each
mixed.
one you can say it's not there, right?
Right. And it's perfect. So why are you saying
Well, you can only
Balteso?
say that the par is not within the 4, it's here.
It's right. That's not going to be a problem. The only problem is if each one is mixed, then you're able Balteso and Bechayr. Allah Rabbi only Rabbi says you're right. First of all, I want to tell you Bevolo Leipzig. They're not arguing in Bolo that it was mixed. The blood was mixed.
So therefore they say it's all
Because
separate, right?
because Bolo we had a hardship in saying Bolo because when it was mixed, so we said that if it was mixed,
The first one is
then it's a Balteisiv, and then we gave Rayim, which that's fine. But he says we can learn like Havashi that Ein Bila, right? And keep pligi, and where are they arguing? Bekaises. There was a case of dam of a bechayr, and there was a case of the dam of the oila. Okay, and the 2 cases got mixed up. So he says, "What do
We
you
don't know
do?"
which case is which.
We don't know which case is
It
which.
shows a case.
It's just the cases. Now, Rabbi Lazar says, look, from each one you take 4. You do 4 on the top, right? From each case, 4 on the top. You're going to have too much for the chatas also, or for the oila, or chatas. Let's say chatas, you took too much. Royan, you look at it as it's water. Or here we're talking about matana. It's in the same area. Adalid matanis and 1 matana. One will do 4 matanis. From 2 kalim, he'll do 4 matanis.
Huh? Before
He'll do
2 times 4?
he'll do 2 times 4, and it'll be covered. Why? Because for sure
You covered one.
you covered the oila,
Right.
and you also covered the bechayr. The bechayr was too many. You were supposed to only do 1. Well, Ryan, according to Rabbi Lazar, as the extra 3 is water.
So in Breda, we say this, the four that we did here, the first 4 that we did, covers the chat.
Lav dafka. We don't know. That's why we're doing twice 4.
Yeah.
One of the 4s covered the oila. And the other 4 that we threw extra now, only had to do 1 is for the b'chayr, and with the extra 3 is rain, water. Okay. Yeah. So Rabbi is leiroyin. Rabbanon less lehuroyin. But according to Rabbanon, that's going to be the machlokes, that less lehuroyin. Right? We don't look at it as water, and if we don't look at it as water, you have to throw everything. It's no good. All puzzle, you have to throw it into the drain, all of it. Okay. So it says you want to. So here you want to dismantle this whole machlokes of ubavolo. You remember we had because of bolul. I just wanted to.
Well, if you're talking about in separate cases, where's they need a bolul in separate cases?
You remember we said shatachtonim alulay before that. All these questions that are not nageya if you say it's 2 cases. If it's 2 cases, it's not mixed together.
That's what we said before?
Yeah, before we learned, it's mixed together, so you have a balteisiv. And then what about the tachtonim? So you have a mixture of the alyenim in it, right?
Okay.
So,
But here he's saying this
huh? But now we're saying it has nothing to do with bolul. It's no
So
mixture.
we're talking about 2 cases?
We're talking about 2 cases. So and 2 cases separate, and there's no Indian of shirayim. You don't have to worry that there's shirayim over here. It's both perfect. You're covering both kabbanas.
So you
Okay.
only say, well, if there's extra, it's all water.
Water, right? Says you will follow like plea. Are they not arguing? The Chacham and Arelez are not arguing in a case where the blood was both bloods were mixed in one keli. You're learning that it was not mixed. It was 2 cases, and you want to say we're not learning the pshat in the machlekes, but between Rabbi Elazar and the Chachamim in a case of bolov. What are you talking about? Tanya, we learned the famous Nabraisa. I'm Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda said, "Lo nechliku Rabbi Elazar and Chachamim al dam chatas shenisar b'dam ha'ila." Rabbi Elazar and Chacham were not arguing on a case of dam chatas that got mixed up with Adam Oila Sheyikav. They both Chachamim Amayda to Rabbi Elazar that you will be makriv the chatas, meaning the taruves. We learn that the dam ha'oila that went lamaila is water. Are you going to say it's a mixture, and you threw it lamaila mechut hasikra? So maybe it's from.
Only the chatas goes lamaila.
So we say it's a chatas. But maybe it's from the oila. He said that part that might be from the oila we'll consider as water.
That's included in this
In this blood that he threw lamaila. Right. And so too, so he said even the Chacham will agree that when it comes to balul, the Chacham say that they're not arguing by dam kabbanis kshedim that got mixed up with dam roiveya v'nirva, a sodomized animal or the animal sodomized a person. That blood of that animal, Rabbi Elazar will be made to the Chachamim shelo yikav, that you cannot be makriv.
That's the reason that it's
Because it's mos, we said before. It's really disgusting, yeah. But I just want to say, we concluded before that by bolul, even Rabbi Elazar will be made there. It's no good. You have to throw it. If the blood was mixed together, we concluded even Rabbi Elazar will say it's no good. You have to hold like the Chacham. You have to throw it away.
because it's small.
No, but I'm talking about the previous case that we said machlekes was dafka bekoises.
2 cases, different cases.
We concluded Ella Amarava that the machlekes of Rabbi Elazar and Chachamim was big cases, separate
We
cases.
don't have that problem.
But if they were mixed in one case, I forgot to tell you that then they would Rabbi Elazar would also hold Yishafich. Right, but here you see Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Elazar and Chachamim were not arguing about a dam achatos that got mixed with the dam oila. Right, here we're talking about full mixture that the Chachamim would be made to Rabbi Elazar that you are makriv. But if it got mixed up with an animal which is a reveya or nirva, a sodomized animal that sodomized the person, there everybody agrees, even Rabbi Elazar, shelo yikav. Aman nechlaku, on what were they arguing, Rabbi Elazar and Chachamim? Al dam tmima shenisar b'dam bailas mum. A dam of a carbon which was without any blemish, that got mixed up with dam from the bailas mum. Rabbi Elazar ima yikav. Rabbi Lezer says you are makriv the dam, even though it has a taruvis of the dam of the Bal Hamum.
We're talking one case,
One kais mixed both.
one case of a mixture.
Mixture of the mum together with the tummy. And he says that Torah didn't ask it to be makiv parts of a carbon balmum only if it's on its own separately. But if it's mixed, then you are allowed. Nishta Zegefellach. He learns it out from a pasuk. I don't know if he has it over here. It says, the pasuk is mum bum lo yirtzalachem. So it says kashem hamum hu bum, meaning be'ain. It's on its own. You see it. Then you're not allowed to put it. But when it's in a mixture, you're allowed to the other. Okay. Bein bebalo, bein bekaisis. He holds, even when it's mixed, Rabbi Lezer holds. But Racham say you're not makriv. Either case. But what do we see? That they're arguing even bebalo. You said by bolo, even Rabbi Lezer would agree that it's no lo yikav, you have to throw it into the drain. And here you see, he Befedish argues with the Chachamim by dam of a balmum that got mixed up with the dam of a tamim. That in such a case, you are makrif, even if it was mixed together. So the Gemara, and for the Gemara, Rabbi Yehuda, I'll leave the Rabbi Lezer Masni. Rabbi Yehuda brought down the words of Rabbi Lezer ben again, Taruvis dam tmima bebalas mum. There he learned, Rabbi Lezer learned that according to his, in this case, Rabbi Yehuda says Rabbi Lezer will hold bein bebalol, bein bekaises. Rabbanon, but the Chachamim, the Tana of our Mishnah or the Tana of our Braisa, that says that the Machlokes of Rabbi Lezer and the Chachamim is even when two kosher kabbanis, not a balmum, where two kosher kabbanis got mixed, says bekoise pligin. Where in that case, the Tana of our Mishnah again. But the Rabbanan, meaning the Chachamim, who are the Chachamim? The Chacham of our Mishnah, the Chacham of our Braisa, where they hold that the Machlokes of Rabbi Lezer and the Chachamim is even when the two Kabbanis Kshenim got mixed up. Because it's pliges, they say they're arguing that Machlokes by two kosher animals is talking about two separate kaises. Okay?
And Rabbanim say you shouldn't be makriv.
By two, the Rabbanan say you're still not makriv because we don't say royin, because you're going to have extra. And Rabbi Lezer will say, right. And Rabbi Lezer will say royin.
Why is the word about the extra? It's still out to the
With the shirayim. But here, before we say that, they hold no bila, right? Bila means there's no, the liquids do not mix together. So by two kosher kabbanis, you have a problem. You don't know which one is going lamaila, which one is going lamata. It could be the chata's blood went lamata, the oila blood went lamaila. So we have a problem. So according to Rabbi Lezer, we fix the problem if we say in bila that if he took more than half, he took a little bit extra, so he covered for the chatas, but for the bottom he didn't really cover. So he says that's for shirayim. He'll use it for shirayim. So according to Rabbi Lezer, ain't bila, like Rav Ashi, whether Ksai according to Rabbi Yehuda, Ksai according to Chacham, according to Rabbi Yehuda, that Rabbi Lezer and Chacham are arguing bedam tmima that got mixed up with dam balas mum. So in such a case, they argue if there's a isa to be makir the balmum betarufis or not. There the machlokes was side bebolol, side bekaises, because in a case of bolol that the blood got mixed up together, makes sense that Rabbi Lezer wouldn't be machshir a carbon kosher only with the reivat harumis of the dama kosher was the one that he sprayed l'mash l'mayla. The kohen put on the mizbeach of the.
But he said a mum is not so makriv on a balmum.
Right, if it's not be'ain, right. And how is he going to do it? It's going to be, he's going to say he's going to take more of the upper one. He'll take more than chatzi, so for sure he's covering part of the chatas to spray lamaila, right?
No, I mean,
Or more, or let's say a balmum with a tmima. He takes more than half, so he's taking for sure part of the kosher carbon. Okay, he has for sure from the dama kosher if he takes more than half. So what do we see from here? But what's if? So we're talking about he was mechalik. If it was two kabbanis that were kosher, he's going to paskin. If both kabbanis were kosher, that we're going to go that the machlekes will be in koises. So he's telling you when it comes to two kosher kabbanis, there you could avoid a lot of problems. If you're going to learn two kosher kabbanis, the blood was mixed together, so then you're going to have to learn that he took reiv from the blood, and then you'll only be able to be machsher one carbon, not both kabbanis, and the second one you'll have to say it's shirayim. That we don't want to say.
That's what
That's what Rabbi
Rabbi Lezer.
Lezer will have to hold, and the Chacham will always hold. You can't. We don't do that. It's mixed. You got to throw it out. But we want to learn that both kabbanis were covered. It's two separate cases, and he sprays from both cases up and down, and whatever's the extra is going to be rayin, and the Chacham will say ain't rayin. So you're really covering in a shot that when it says that the tachtonim ola tachtonim, you can learn that the kabbanis from the tachtonim was good also, because it was separate cases. Sagt jemand nu in Amabaya Loishon in the Mishnah that the Chacham argue on Rabbi Lezer and say the Chacham say you have to throw all the blood into the drain. Ella only tchilas chatos ve'oila, that the spray of the chatos and the beginning of the oila got mixed up before they sprayed the dam. Avol seif chatos. What's if you already sprayed the chatas? You didn't ask. He went ahead and he took blood and he sprayed it lamaila. And now, so now we're dealing with the blood that's left over. So you have a seif chatas that's left over because you already sprayed lamaila mechut hasikra. So you're left with the seif of the chatas, and you also got mixed up with the damim of Ayla, with the blood of Ayla. So what could we do?
What do you mean? He spits on the top.
He spits on the top.
So you're saying that he was right?
No, he sprayed on the top.
A
Regular chatas, and then the remnants of the blood, let's say, got mixed up. Right, the shirayim of the chatas after he sprayed lamaila got mixed up with oila. That now you have to spray for the first time. So what do we do?
But he sprayed already the first time. He sprayed
already the top. He sprayed for the chatos.
Yeah, that's the second case. The first case we said leishanu that the machlokes of Chacham Rabbi Lezer is talking about when the beginning of spray of the chatos and the beginning spray of the oila got mixed up. So then Rabbi Lezer, before. So that's where the machlokes was. But Avo, what's if he sprayed already the chatas, and there's the remnants of the chatas, the shirayim of the chatas, that got mixed up with the oila, with the beginning for the first time to spray the oila. What's the let? Everybody holds mekayim oila, mekayim shirayim, that he can put it on the wall of the mizbeach. And it's considered as the shirayim of the chatas because at the end from the wall it goes. He only sprayed, but he have to do shirayim. But he says you don't have to. But I'm saying he says the shirayim of the chatas, even if right, but it's mixed now with the oila. Says just put it on the wall. L'mata mechut hasikra. That's the oila. You'll be, and it's also the shirayim for the chatas. Because the blood, all of it is lamata mechut hasikra, and it's going into the drain anyway. So there, everybody would agree that the wall is just like the yisod. Rav Yosef said back to Abaya, Rabbi Yehuda says no. Shirayim tzichem itzlaba. The shirayim needs the daf, the platform. It has to go on the platform, not on the wall. Shirayim is not supposed to go on the wall; it has to go on the platform of the mizbeach where the drain is. So you can't learn.
Because the drain was on that.
It's on the platform. So that's where the shirayim has to go, and the oila goes takalamat mechut hasikra, but it's on the wall.
So it never went into the drain.
No, it goes into the drain. But he says By oila, I understand you put it on the wall. You're right. Lamat mechut hasika. Shirayim is talking mechut hasika, but it has to be on the platform. It's not supposed to be on the wall, according to Rabbi Yosef. So even in this case, he's going to learn as a machlekes. So he's saying no. He wants that Rabbi Yosef says, even in the case where the shirayim of the chatas got mixed up with the tchilas eila, it'll still be a machlekes. But that according to Rabbi Lezer, it's good. According to Chachamim, it's not going to be good.
It doesn't care so much as that it didn't go on the drain, from the top.
It has to. The Chachamim hold the shirayim has to be on the platform. So too the Reish Lakish say that. Lo yishanu ela. This is a brayse. He's bringing a raya. Lo yishanu ela tchilas chatas v'oila. Where was the machlekes? Only if the first time spraying for the chatas, that blood got mixed up for the first time to spray the oila. That's what will be a machlekes between Rabbi Lezer and the Chacham. I will say chatas, but what's if it's after he sprayed the blood of the chatas? So it's the shiraim of the chatas that got mixed up with the tchilas oila. Let the hakel mekayim oila mekayim shiraim, that the place of the oila is the same place as the shiraim lamata nechut hasika. He considers the wall and the platform wall one thing, as long as it's lamat mechut hasika. Rabbi Yochanan, he came Rabbi Lezer. Rabbi Yochanan, another say Rabbi Lezer said, "Adayni machlekes." It's still a machlekes because according to Chachamim, shirayim is not good on the wall. It has to go on the platform. Must have Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda is the kasha on the das that says that the shiyari adam has to be on the platform, right where the drains are. It says kodesh. It's mashma that shafilu in the sar of adam kachim acherim, even if it got mixed up with the dam, the dam chayir got mixed up with dam of different karbanes. They are sacrificed. My love, isn't that not talking about seif oila? That means he sprayed already the oila. The shiyare adam of the oila that got utchilas b'cheir that got mixed up with the first spray of a b'cheir. Ushmami Nani wants to tell us mekayim oila mekayim hu mekayim shvicha shirayim, that the mekayim of the oila, which is the shirayim, because he already sprayed for the oila. And the tchilas b'cheir, it's so the wall of the mizbeach that he has to put on for the first spray for the b'cheir, for the spray of the b'cheir, has the same. It includes shirayim of the oila, because the wall and the platform are the same. That's what we learn out from kodesh.
It's not a problem that it
went on the wall. Okay, so he learns it out from kodesh. From the word Kodesh Haim teaches us that the Kedusha of the B'cheir remains like it is, and it doesn't lose its name when it's mixed with the Shirayim, because it can be both. The B'cheir and the Shirayim are going on the wall together, and the name B'cheir still remains. Kodesh Haim means that the name stays.
The Shirayim does not affect the B'cheir.
Affect the B'cheir, no. Okay, Zaktimar Eloi. That's not what we learn out from Kodesh Haim. The case is talking about for the first time spraying the blood of the oila together with the first time of spraying the blood of the bechei got mixed with one another. So what is he coming to teach us? Of course, it's two separate the bloods.
Who's not coming to teach us?
What is Avhuna Rabbi Yehuda coming to teach us with Kodesh Haim? What are you coming to tell us if it's the first sprays of an oila that got mixed up with the first spray of a bechei? Why should it lose its name? Why should what chiddush is there? Of course, if it got mixed up, it's a machlekes, or it's good. No, they're both being sprayed in the same place. Of course, it's going to be good. Since both of them are put in the same place, both lamata. So what does the pasuk have to tell us that you can spray this blood? It's both in the same place. There's no chiddush. I'm sorry, Michael Mashman. What does he come to teach us? That the ein oilin, that kabbanis that go on the mizbeach, the bloods of the oilas of not oilas, the bloods of kabbanis that go on the mizbeach, the ein mevatn zeh. They're not mevatn one another b'reiv.
In other words, the blood that
Lamashal.
So the Bechor is not Mevatel.
Let's say the Oila is had more blood than the Bechor. So we're not going to say it was Mevatel, the blood of the Bechor. If it's Batel, no more Bechor. It's only Oila blood. We don't say it's Mevatel. Says you want to hide this halacha that one is not Mevatel from the other. We learn it out from a different pasuk. It says, "B'negeya to the chatois hapnimis of Yom HaKippurim." So what does it say over there? We take from the blood of the par and the blood of the soyer. Now, the blood of the par has 15 liters of blood. The blood of the soyer has only 5 liters of blood. And we say we use them both, and you put it on the mizbeach, right? And you yoitza for both. Side for the dama soyer.
He did all the spritzing on
The blood is mixed, and he puts it on the mizbeach. Here he says, so what did the Kohen Gadol do after he sprayed it? He put it on the 4 corners of the Mizbeach HaPnimi.
maybe only that
So the Dam Apar is way more than the Dam HaSoyer. And nevertheless, we said it's not batal. So if you want to Tanoim, you're right. We learn it out from there also. But it's a machlekes of Tanoim where we should learn it out from. Now those that learn it out from the pasuk of Kedushay, others learn it out from the Lokach Midam Apar. So Rabbi has a different question. He says from a different Mraisa, it says that you don't spray the shirayim, right? There's a day opinion that says you don't spray the shirayim on the wall of his Mizbeach, has to be dafka on the platform. Like your mother, it says twice. It says already that they should be marking the dam, and then it says v'zokas adam. Why does it say a second time? Why does it say dam twice? I would have thought Eili Ella Elu. Only these shenasab b'tmurasa. Only if the blood of the dama Eila. And he says this Eila is a very small animal. Areizu tmurasa. He wants to exchange it for a fat animal. So if the blood of the tmura it got mixed up, shayaf, even if it was nisar of these behemoths with the behemoth Eila. Mechaim, even if now you don't know which one is the Tmura and which one is the original. Even Tikrach, we would be market of it. How? We would sell one to whoever needs a Oila, and we'll say, this one's for this one, whichever, if it's for Ruvain, should go for Ruvain, if it's for Shimon, for Shimon. They both bring the Oilas together. So Mechaim, even if it got mixed up, they're both Oilas. So since they're both Oilas, so if the blood got mixed up, there's no problem. Yeah. How do we know if it's 2 different kabbanis? It's a Toida and a Shlomim. So if the blood of a Toida and a Shlomim got mixed up, no, he could say they're both coming together with Ayla, and the Kohen says if this one is for Reuven, it's Reuven. It's for Shimon, Zozayim for Shimon, and the second one he does again. So, but the blood for sure, if it got mixed up, it's not a problem. In fact, from where do we know that even if a Toida and Shlomim, that if they got mixed up with the dam ha'oila, how do we know that we're marking the dam? Because
We're about 3 dams?
toida u'shlamim, either one that got mixed up with the oila, right? The blood of esmaraba ani toida u'shlamim. I learn out from the yiter of the word dam because shahim ba'im b'neidul and davar kamesa, because shlamim toida and oila come for oilas nadav also. So they all have the same thing in common. So therefore, we know you could be makavit. How do we know if the blood of a oila got mixed up with a asham that you could be makavit? He says also from the same dam I could be maben asham that got mixed up with oila because sheton matam abba k'meisei, because it needs 4 sprays just like a dam oila. Toida. Which do not come benedov in the dava, and they don't need matan arba. How do we know if they got mixed up with oila? This is totally a different carbon. Oila comes benedov in the dava, but b'chayr ma'ason pesach don't. And b'chayr ma'ason pesach is only 1 spray versus oila is 4 from 4 walls. How do we know? That's what the extra dam comes to teach us. that if it got mixed up with the B'chai Maisa or Pesach with Ayla, then there you could still be makif. That's what we learn out from the extra dam. Okay? Even though they're not similar whatsoever. My love, is it they're not? Seif Ayla, we're talking about the Shadayim of the Ayla, Ubechayr, and the Shadayim of the Bechayr, that got mixed up. Ushmamina, I'm sorry, Ubechayr, and the beginning of a Bechayr, Ushmamina, Mekayim Ayla, Mekayim Shadayim, that the makim of the Ayla is the makim for the Shadayim, because you see, you can be makim. The Oila and the Bechayr that got mixed up, you say you can put it in Lamat Mechut HaSikra and it's fine.
So on the wall itself.
On the wall itself, even though one is Shirayim. But we say the Shirayim, it will spill down to the, and you don't have to put a Dafka. Shirayim doesn't have to be Dafka on the Yisod. So you have a Raya, doesn't have to be Dafka on the Yisod. Says Gemara Lo, it's Nishkiraya. Tchilas Oila Ubechayr. We're talking about both of them is the beginning sprays. We're not talking about Shirayim. We learned that it was the Shirayim that got mixed up. The Shirayim of a Bechayr together with the Shirayim of Ayla. And we said we just put it on the wall. We say Mekayim Ayla or Mekayim Shirayim. Okay. Says you want to know. It's talking about the first sprays of the Ayla and the first sprays of the Bechayr. They all go Lamata. My Kamashlan. They ain't Aylin Mabatun Zemizah. That the blood of the Oila, or whichever one has the red blood, is not going to be mevatel the blood of the other carbon. How could you say that's what we're learning out from here, from Dam Dam? We learn it out from the Dam Hasoyer that was mixed up with the Dam Apar, that they used the mixture of those two bloods to put it on the four corners of the Mizbeach HaPnimi. And it was Yitzhak side for the Dam HaSoyer and Dam Apar. So you're right. Tanoi, it's a machlokes of Tanoi. He can do nafkel l'nachal, he can do nafkel l'nachal. Others learn it out from the extra word Dam, that one blood is not going to be mevatel the other, and others learn it out from the Dam Apar and Dam HaSoyer. V'hani Tanoi says these Tanoim, why did they all learn from different psukim? So these Tanoim that we brought down, they don't want to learn out. The other two Tanaim don't want to learn it out from the pasuk of the Lak Midam Apar. Why? Because they say Ein Me'arvin Lekranes, because they hold like the Shita that says that when they put the Dam HaSoyer and the Dam Apar on the four corners, they did not mix them together. Your whole raya was because you mixed it together, and there's much more blood of the par than the Soyer, so you see it's not mevatel. But this is going according to the Madhya that says when they put it on the four corners, it was not mixed. They would not mix it. Separate. So what about?
So which one goes first?
Huh?
So which one goes first? Does it go together?
I think it was the Dam Apar that went first. But Dam Apar, but separate. So what about Dam Dam Lo Yolef? What about the one that the ones that don't want to learn it out from Dam Dam? Why not? Because Dam Dam Lo Mashmalu. They say the extra word Dam is not something that we use as a drasha. Those that didn't want to learn out from Kedush Haim, my time Lo Yolfi. Why didn't they learn out from Kedush Haim? Kasavri, because they hold Kedush Haim. Haim Krevim, Haim Tmurasim Kreva. They want to teach us that by the Chayres, only the Bechayr itself can be sacrificed on the Mizbeach. But the Tmura, you have to wait till it gets a mum, and you eat it as a Bechayr mum. You're not allowed to put it on the Mizbeach.
Did you have to take it off?
You have to. You're only allowed to eat it as a mum. What about the one that does learn out from Kedush Haim? Where does he know that a Bechayr, the Tmura of a Bechayr, he cannot bring on the Mizbeach? Natkala, he learns out from the pasuk Im Shoyd Im Sel Hashem. Who could have ate Tmura Sekayot? That who is come to tell us only the Bechayr itself, the original one, could go on the Mizbeach, not the Tmura. Toshma coming here, and I prove to you that the Shiyari Adam was splayed on the wall of Mizbeach. Where do we see that? Nasl Lamayla. If he placed the blood above the Chut HaSikra, he didn't ask the Rav how to do it. So now, once he already did it, they should take the blood and put it lamata in Chut HaSikra. The matanas of the dam of both kabbanas are good, both are kosher. My love, the aruv chatos, the dam of the chatos with dam got mixed up. They keep the yav lemaila, since he already put the blood lemaila, havalahu the chatas lemaila, havalahu shirayim. So now you have the remnants. Ukatani elu meidim sheyasmi lemata. And we said the shirayim of the chatas, everybody agrees that it should go lemata michut hasikra. Ushmami no. So where are you putting it on the lemata michut hasikra on the wall, not on the platform? Shmami no. So you see the Makam of Eila is also the Shirayim, the wall. Underneath the Chutasik, the wall is good for the Shirayim of the Chatas. So the Gemara also Rav Yitzchak Rav Yisrael Amar Marav Marav, they said in the Eretz Yisrael. Over here it's talking about going to the other Chatas and it's Shirayim. It's talking about it wasn't two different kabbalas that got mixed up. It was two chatos, one from the pnimis and one from the chitzonis.
Same thing.
The same thing. Going to the Arab, why do you have to say it was the chatos hapnimis that got mixed up? Say chatos chitzonis, two of them got mixed up in b'shirayim. Here, maybe this is what he's coming to teach us. By the chatos hapnimi, if there was leftover blood after you sprayed, you had to bring it out from the Zevachim hachitzon, and you had to put it into the drain. If you didn't, it held back from the kapara from the chatzah pnimi. So he says chasa ein ma'akvin. But if it's missing, it's not going to be ma'akiv. So here l'chayr it's missing because he used it to spray l'mayla, a mixture of the chatzah pnimi. So maybe it's missing blood for the shirayim. So he's not yaitza. That's the kamash one. So kamash one that he's yaitza. Amalei Rava Teisva said to Ravina, we already established early on Peyamid Beis Beruba that most of the blood of the Tarubis were Al Yoinim, meaning it was 60%, let's say, was the Chatas, 40% was the Oila, which the Oila has to go Lamat Mechut HaSikra, and the 60% has to go Lamayla Mechut HaSikra. Kayav Lamayla Shir Tachten Ve'ed, and he puts Lamayla above the Chut HaSikra from the Shir of the Tachtenim of the 40%, he puts in more, right, of 41%. So it's talking about the Tarus of the Chatzah Elam. So he gave 41% Lamayla. So whatever's left over is going to be the Yori Adam for the Chatos. And it's not going to be good for the Oila because if 41% was already the majority was used for the Chatos to get part of it in order that it should be Yates for the Chatos Lamayla. And for Lamata, it's only going to be, we're going to spray Lamata. What does it mean? You're going to spray Yasvit Lamata and the Allah Tachtenim, that the Tachtenim will help, will only help for Shirayim. So obviously you see that we're only talking about Shirayim. We're not talking about two karbanes that were mixed, that will have a shaila the wall and the platform. According to the way we established before, we're only talking about the Shirayim of the Chatas that's being sprayed now, the Matam Chutasika. So why'd you have to learn that it's talking about, established that it's talking about one, the Chatas Hapnimis got mixed up with the Chatas Hatzioniyas. So the Gemara answers, when we have to learn that the pshat on the blood that went lamata was only as shiyari hachatos, according to the way we learned to begin with, that the blood itself got mixed up with one another in one keli. That blood of the chatz nehela got mixed up in one keli. And according to Abelaz Ein Bila, that we don't say that every particle of the blood is a mixture of both. It doesn't mix well. So if it doesn't mix well, so how are you going to be yaitz of the chatas? How do you know the blood of the chatas is going to l'mayla mechutasika? Maybe it's the blood of the oila that's going l'mayla mechutasika, and that's no good. So that's why we had to learn pshat, that it was not just the 40% of the oila that they put a l'mayla, they did 41%. They would did 41% for sure. Part of it went as a chatas. That's why, and we learn in Bila, that's why we have to learn the Pshat, that only Lamaila, where we yaitze the spray of the Chatas, and Lamata was only Shiyari Chatas, and for the Ayla it didn't work out. So that's only if you learn like L'chatchila that both bloods got mixed up in one Keli. But at the end, the conclusion of the Gemara, we said, we're talking about that the blood of the Eilah was in one case and the blood of the Chatas was in another case. So in such a case, you can use the blood of each one, the Maila and Lamata, and be Yoitza, Sai Chatas, and Sai Eilah. So now that we're talking about Sai Chatas and Sai Eilah and Sai Shiyari Achatas, then we have a problem. We have the Shiyari Achatas mixed with the Eilah from Lamat Mechutasika. So that's why we had to say that the case was talking about that it was two Chatois that got mixed up. The Chatois Apnimi with the Chatois Achitzeni.